In a previous video, I talked about melatonin and how melatonin gets produced in our body. Well, I wanted to continue this video with how we tap for the belief that gets created that if I don't have my supplement, then I won't be able to sleep. This is something that happens because we start taking a supplement. It might help for a day or two, and then it really is a placebo because it's not really what we need. But because we're taking it, we start believing that it is. And then we get stuck in, I can't sleep without my supplement, or even it can get worse and we're still taking the supplement, but it's no longer working. And then we've created this belief that no matter what I do, I'm never going to be able to sleep. So today I wanted to do some tapping for those two reasons so that you can get the good sleep that you need. My name is Carol Richard. I am the founder of the Sleep Success Academy. I'm also an emotional success coach and a sleep coach. And what I love to do is help people find sleep again naturally without the use of medication or supplements, but by using tapping to help us really reduce our stress in our daily lives, to reset our beliefs. Because when we believe that something like missing our melatonin might cause us to stay awake, chances are that we won't sleep just because of that belief. Before we start tapping, why don't you go over to my website, sleepsuccessacademy.com. If you are on the homepage and you scroll down about halfway down, you will see that you can put in your name and email address, and I will send you a copy of my free guide, Journey to Better Sleep, 5 action steps to improve the quality of your sleep. And it will subscribe you to my email list. Well, you'll receive notifications of this video as well as any other sleep tips I provide through email. All right, so now let's talk about and do some tapping about the belief that if I don't have my supplement, I might not be able to sleep tonight. So as always, take responsibility for yourself as we're tapping. And I want you to say that sentence and really, how true does it feel for you? Like, I will not be able to sleep without my supplement tonight. It's not true at all for me because I know I can sleep without it. But for you, if you're taking either different vitamins before bed, magnesium, melatonin, if you're taking sleeping pills, whatever it is, what belief is there created in your mind right now that if you don't have it, you won't be able to sleep? And how true is that belief from 0 to a 10? So I always like to measure things from 0 to a 10. You could do from 0 to 100%. How true does it feel? It doesn't matter as long as you're using the same measuring tool to see if we've made a dent in that belief. So how true does that feel for you from 0 to a 10? And now that you have that number, we're going to do some tapping. And so when we want to reduce a limiting belief like this, we will start tapping just on the belief, and it will bring up times in our life maybe where we've slept without the supplement and we had a horrible sleep. And that will just be more tapping that you can open up, because breaking down a belief will take more than this tapping session that's going to last 4 to 5 minutes. But this will be an opening for you to start exploring what else needs to change in your belief system so that you can get sleep. All right, start tapping on the side of the hand. So even though I have this belief that if I don't take my melatonin tonight, I won't be able to sleep. I acknowledge that this feels completely true to me today. And even though I have this belief that if I don't take my melatonin supplement, I won't be able to sleep tonight. Right here, right now, I am okay. And even though I have this belief, it's true 100% for me right now, that if I don't have my melatonin supplement before bed, I won't be able to sleep. I acknowledge that this is just my belief right now. I have this belief that I need my melatonin for sleep. I have this belief that if I don't have my melatonin, I won't be able to sleep tonight. Because that has been my experience. That is how it's been for me for so long. Without my supplements, There's just no way I'm going to sleep. So that was just a first round to kind of get you going. So the questions that are popping into my mind right now that you could ask yourself is there a time when that happened recently? Like, did that happen last night? That happened last week? There a time where even if you took melatonin or if you didn't take it or any other supplement, that you still struggled with sleep? And so just thinking about that, what is the emotion that comes up for you right now? When I think of that, and I'm still kind of having emotions that would come up. They're not true for me, but in my mind, that would be the frustration, right? Or the anger or anxiety. Which one is true for you? And rate that emotion right now that it feels in your body from 0 to a 10. I'm going to go with frustration. And then where do you feel that in your body? Is it showing up as a body sensation anywhere? I always feel a little bit of like frustration, almost scream type thing in my throat. Okay. And so now we can do a round. So even though I couldn't sleep last night because I didn't take my supplement, feel the frustration in my throat right here, right now, I'm okay. And even though I'm feeling all this frustration in my throat because I couldn't sleep last night without my supplement, right here, right now, I'm safe. And even though there was no sleep for me last night because I didn't take my supplements, feel all this frustration in my throat. So why does everybody else get to sleep so tightly or soundly and I don't? I acknowledge that I'm frustrated right now. Top of the head, feeling so frustrated right now. I can't sleep without my supplement. And the world seems to be sleeping around me. And they don't need supplements. I need my supplements to sleep. And that makes me really frustrated. Frustrated because it sucks for me. Frustrated because I have to depend on an external supplement to find me some sleep. Frustrated because other people don't seem to have this problem. And if I don't take my supplement, there's just no way I'm going to sleep. There's no way my brain and body will fall asleep without my supplement. And that makes me so frustrated. So frustrated that I can't sleep without my supplement. I'm going to take a breath. So if you're starting to kind of release that a little bit, and keep tapping with me. If not, just pause the video, keep tapping, rant on all those frustration, that anger, that it's not fair, that everybody else gets to sleep and you don't. When you get to a point where you're starting to feel the shift, then come back. Okay. But we're going to tap on what if I could fall asleep without a supplement? What if my body could produce sleep naturally? What if I gave my body the right environment for sleep to come? Even if I don't know what that is right now, what if the answer could come to me? Right? Our bodies are biologically wired for sleep. And when we reduce stress, when we reduce this load of stress and anxiety off our body, it can fall asleep on its own again. and I don't need my supplement. I'm able to fall asleep on my own again. What if that was possible for me? I acknowledge the fact that this is work, that it takes time to reset my body. And the more I do this work, the easier my body will fall asleep on its own. So the question that is popping into my mind that I would like you to ask yourself is, what can you do today? What is one thing that you can do that will help your body reduce stress, that will then allow for the melatonin production to happen naturally in your body, that will calm down your nervous system so your brain and your mind doesn't take over when it's time for sleep? What is that one thing, that one action that you could do today? You're already doing one by tapping along with me in this video, but what else could you do? Maybe I could go for a walk. Maybe I could do some journaling. Maybe I could read a book that is just calming and relaxing for me. Maybe I will chat with a good friend and have a good conversation. And I know that if I take time for myself today, I will reduce the stress load in my body. That will allow the melatonin production to happen naturally, where I won't need it from a bottle. And it will allow my body to rest in its natural state. That feels good to know that I can do one small thing today to help that happen in my body in the future. All right, I want you to check in with yourself. How does that tapping resonate with you? How does it feel right now in your body? Write it in the comments. And anything else that it brings up, it's very possible that it brought up like, oh, it's not possible for me. Or, yeah, that might work for other people, but my job is stressful and I can't walk away from it. It might bring up a lot more issues that you have that we would have to work through. I'm always available if you want to book an optimal sleep assessment. Reach out, we'll connect for 20 minutes on Zoom, and I can definitely guide you into the number one thing you need to do to start releasing the stress that is holding your sleep back, because our bodies are so meant for sleep naturally. That's it. I hope this was helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.